The foundation of financial freedom. Financial independence is not a dream reserved for the lucky few. It is a blueprint available to anyone willing to shift their mindset. In Robert Kiyosaki's timeless masterpiece, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, we are challenged to unlearn everything the traditional school system taught us about money. This isn't just a book about accounting or real estate. It is a manifesto for the ambitious soul who refuses to spend their life trading time for a paycheck. Whether you are starting from zero or looking to scale your wealth, the lessons within these pages serve as the ultimate guide to breaking the chains of the rat race and building a legacy that lasts. Most people spend their lives working for others, but by the end of this summary, you will understand how to make money work for you. We are going to look at the psychological barriers that keep people poor and the mechanical strategies that make people rich. Chapter 1. The rich don't work for money. Wealthy individuals operate on a fundamentally different frequency than the average person. Most people spend their lives in a cycle governed by two primary emotions: fear and greed. The fear of being without money drives them to work hard at a job they often dislike, and the desire for more leads them to spend their hard-earned paycheck on fleeting comforts, leading to more work and more debt. This is what Kiyosaki calls the rat race. Imagine a hamster on a wheel. The faster it runs, the more the wheel spins, but the hamster never actually gets anywhere. The rich, however, understand that a salary is a short-term solution to a long-term problem. Instead of looking for a secure job, they focus their energy on creating or acquiring income-generating assets. To achieve this, you must master your emotions and stop letting a monthly paycheck dictate your self-worth. You must look past the illusion of job security and start seeing the opportunities to build wealth that are hidden in plain sight. Real wealth isn't about the size of your paycheck. It's about the freedom that comes when your money works harder than you do. Chapter 2. Why teach financial literacy? Intelligence is often confused with academic success, but financial intelligence is what determines your long-term security. It is not about how much money you make. It's about how much money you keep and for how many generations you keep it. The most important rule to understand, the golden rule of wealth, is the difference between an asset and a liability. To put it simply, an asset is something that puts money into your pocket, whether you work or not. A liability is something that takes money out of your pocket. Many people in the middle class are struggling because they spend their lives buying liabilities that they think are assets. The most common example is the family home. While it has emotional value, if it requires monthly payments for a mortgage, taxes, insurance, and maintenance without providing cash flow, it is a liability. The rich build their asset column first, and then use the income from those assets to buy their luxuries. If you want to be rich, you must spend your life buying assets. If you want to be poor or middle class, spend your life buying liabilities. Chapter 3. Mind your own business. Focus is the key to building a robust financial column that stands the test of time. There is a massive difference between your profession and your business. Your profession is what you do for 40 hours a week to pay the bills. Your business is what you do to build your asset column. For example, Ray Kroc, the founder of McDonald's, famously said his business wasn't hamburgers, it was real estate. The hamburgers provided the cash flow to buy the land under the restaurants. Most people spend their lives working in someone else's business and making the owners and the shareholders rich. To become financially free, you must keep your day job, but start minding your own business by acquiring assets that grow in value. These can include stocks, bonds, income-generating real estate, notes, or royalties from intellectual property like books or music. Once a dollar goes into your asset column, it becomes your employee. The best thing about money is that it works 24 hours a day and can work for generations. As your asset column grows, the income it produces will eventually cover your living expenses, allowing you to retire from the rat race with total peace of mind. Chapter 5. The Rich Invent Money. Creativity is a powerful tool in the world of finance, yet it is often suppressed by the fear of making mistakes. In the real world, it is often not the smart who get ahead, but the bold. Financial genius requires both technical knowledge and courage. The rich don't just save money, they invent it by spotting opportunities that others miss and finding creative ways to finance deals. They see the world as a game where the rules can be used to their advantage. For example, a sophisticated investor might find a distressed property, negotiate a low price, and flip it for a profit without ever using their own money, perhaps by using a bridge loan or a partnership. By increasing your financial IQ, you expand your options. Instead of having only one way to make a living, trading hours for dollars, you develop 1,000 ways to create wealth. The more you learn, the more luck you will seem to have. In a rapidly changing economy, your ability to adapt and invent new income streams is your ultimate security. Chapter 6. Work to learn, don't work for money. Skill acquisition is more valuable than a steady paycheck in the early stages of your journey. Kiyosaki recommends that you seek jobs based on what you can learn rather than what you can earn. He suggests looking for roles that provide training in sales, marketing, and communication, as these are the hard skills of the business world. Many talented people remain one skill away from greatness. For instance, a brilliant writer may stay poor because they don't know how to sell their work or understand the publishing market. To be truly successful, you need to be a synergist, someone who knows a little about a lot. Learn how to manage cash flow, learn how to manage systems, and learn how to manage people. Once you have a diverse set of skills, you become indispensable and can navigate any economic climate. Don't specialize too early. Instead, generalize your way to the top by understanding how all the pieces of the business puzzle fit together. Chapter 7. Overcoming obstacles. Resilience is the defining trait of a winner, but even the most financially literate people face 5 main hurdles: fear, cynicism, laziness, bad habits, and arrogance. The fear of losing money is universal, but it's how you handle that fear that makes the difference. The rich use failure as a catalyst to learn and grow stronger, while the poor use it as an excuse to quit. Cynicism, that little voice in your head or from your chicken little friends saying the sky is falling or it won't work, is a dream killer. You must shut out the noise and focus on the facts. Laziness often disguises itself as staying busy with menial tasks to avoid the hard work of building a business. To overcome this, you must develop a healthy sense of want, a desire for a better life that is stronger than your desire for comfort. Bad habits, like paying everyone else before yourself, drain your future. Arrogance, thinking you know everything, is where most people lose their shirts. Be humble enough to keep learning. Chapter 8. Getting started action is the final and most critical step. There are gold mines everywhere, but most people are not trained to see them. To begin, you must find a reason greater than reality, your why. Is it for your family, your freedom, your legacy? Once you have your why, start investing in your mind. Your mind is your greatest asset, so feed it with books, seminars, and mentors. Choose your friends carefully. You don't have to be friends only with the rich. But you should avoid people who are constantly negative about money and growth. Always pay yourself first. This means putting money into your asset column before you pay your bills. This creates a good kind of pressure that forces you to find new ways to make money to cover your expenses, building your financial muscle in the process. Find a mentor, someone who has already walked the path, and offer value to them. Success leaves clues. You just have to be willing to follow them. Chapter 9. Still want more? Here are some to-dos. Momentum is built through consistent, small choices. If what you are doing isn't working, stop and look for new ideas. Find someone who has already achieved what you want and learn from them. Take classes, attend seminars, and don't be afraid to make mistakes. One of the best ways to learn is to look for deals, even if you aren't ready to buy yet. Walk the streets, look at real estate listings, and train your eyes to see the math behind a business or a real estate deal. Remember that action always beats inaction. The market is constantly changing, and those who stay educated, alert, and proactive are the ones who will capture the greatest rewards. The world belongs to those who take the leap and are willing to fail forward. Don't wait for the perfect time. The perfect time is now. Chapter 10. The Power of Giving. Generosity is a hidden secret of the wealthy. Both of Kiyosaki's dads, the rich one and the poor one, believed in the power of giving. However, they did it differently. The rich dad believed that if you want something, you must first give it. If you want money, give money. If you want sales, help someone else sell something. This is the law of reciprocity. When you give, you are signaling to the universe that you have more than enough, which shifts your mindset from scarcity to abundance. Many people say, "I'll give when I have extra," but the rich know that giving is what creates the extra. By being a person of value and helping others reach their goals, you naturally attract the resources and relationships needed to reach your own. Chapter 11. Real-world application and case studies. Application is where theory meets reality. Think about a small investment, perhaps a rental property or a small side business. In the beginning, the cash flow might only be $50 a month. To many, that seems insignificant. But that $50 is seed money. It's money that came to you without you trading your time for it. If you reinvest that $50 into more assets, you are engaging the power of compound interest. Over time, that $50 becomes $500, then $5,000. The key is to never kill the golden goose, the asset that produces the money. Most people, as soon as they make a little extra, go out and buy a bigger car or a newer phone, liabilities. The rich take that extra and buy more geese. This discipline is what separates the wealthy from the rest. It's not about how much you make today, it's about what your money is doing while you sleep. Chapter 12. Final thoughts on the journey. Transformation is a lifelong process. Reading a book or listening to a summary is just the beginning. To truly change your life, you must change your daily habits. Start small. Look at your bank statement and categorize every expense as an asset or a liability. If the liability list is too long, start cutting back and moving that money into an investment account. Educate yourself on one new asset class every month, whether it's index funds, real estate, or digital products. Surround yourself with people who talk about ideas and assets, not people and problems. The journey to financial freedom is not a sprint, it's a marathon. There will be days when you want to give up and return to the security of a paycheck. But remember your why. The view from the top of the mountain is worth every step of the climb. Reflecting on these principles, which of these concepts, investing in assets versus liabilities, or working to learn rather than to earn, do you think would have the biggest impact on your life if you applied it today? Success is a choice that starts with the way you think. Robert Kiyosaki's Rich Dad. Poor Dad serves as a reminder that your mind is your most valuable asset. If you train it well, you can create wealth out of nothing. Stop being a servant to money and start becoming its master. Your 15-minute journey toward financial literacy starts now. Go out there and build your library of assets. Thank you for joining this masterclass at the 15-Minute Library. If you want to master the skills that make you indispensable, make sure to like this video and subscribe for more deep dives into the books that change lives.